Admiral Vexthari of the Hegemony Fleet examined the transmission with growing disdain. The primitive world before them, Earth they called it, had received the standard ultimatum 3 solar cycles ago. Surrender unconditionally or face complete annihilation. It was a formality, really. No species had ever refused. Admiral, his communications officer chittered through mandibles that clicked with nervous energy. We're receiving a response from the humans. Display it, Vexthari commanded, settling his massive frame into the command throne. Around him, the bridge of the inevitable conquest hummed with the activity of 1,000 crew members representing dozens of subjugated species. The holographic display flickered to life, showing a human female in a crisp military uniform. Her expression was calm, almost serene. When she spoke, her voice carried an unsettling confidence. To the Hegemony Fleet, we have considered your demand for surrender. Our response is simple: no. We reject your ultimatum completely. However, we understand you may find this disappointing. To demonstrate our resolve, we're sending a single ship to meet your fleet. Consider this our formal introduction to galactic politics. The transmission ended. Vexthari stared at the empty display for a long moment, then erupted in laughter that echoed throughout the bridge. A single ship? Against 1,200 vessels of the mightiest armada in known space? Scan for incoming vessels, he ordered, wiping tears of mirth from his compound eyes. Sir, we're detecting one ship approaching from Earth, reported the sensor operator. It's unusual. The energy signatures are unlike anything in our databases. On the tactical display, a small blip appeared, insignificant against the vast cloud of hegemony warships. As it drew closer, the ship's design became visible through enhanced imaging. It was sleek, angular, with none of the bulky armor plating common to warships. More concerning were the energy readings. Sir, that vessel is generating more power than our 3 largest dreadnoughts combined, the sensor operator reported, his voice now tinged with uncertainty. Vexthari's laughter died. Impossible. Run the scans again. The results remained the same. The human ship, if it could even be called that, was outputting energy levels that defied physics as the hegemony understood them. Open a channel to the human vessel, Vexthari ordered. The response came immediately. A human male appeared on screen, younger than the first, but carrying himself with equal confidence. Behind him, the bridge of their ship was a study in controlled chaos, holographic displays, crew members moving with practiced efficiency, and technology that seemed to bend light itself. This is Captain Marcus Chen of the UES Prometheus, the human said. We're here to discuss your withdrawal from our system. Withdrawal? Vexthari's voice rose to a shriek. You face the entire hegemony fleet with a single ship and you speak of our withdrawal? Chen's expression didn't change. Admiral, before we continue, I should mention that the Prometheus isn't actually a warship. It's a research vessel. We sent it because it was the only ship we had that could make the trip in time. The bridge fell silent. A research vessel? However, Chen continued, since you seem intent on hostilities, my science team has prepared a small demonstration. Dr. Yazaki, if you would. A woman's voice came from off-screen. Initiating quantum cascade resonance in 3, 2, 1. The Prometheus pulsed once with blinding white light. Throughout the hegemony fleet, something impossible happened. Every single weapon system simply stopped working. Not damaged, not destroyed. They simply ceased to function at the most fundamental level. What have you done? Vexthari demanded, his voice now carrying genuine fear. We've temporarily adjusted the strong nuclear force in a localized field around your fleet, Chen explained conversationally. Your weapons rely on fusion reactions to function. We've made fusion impossible within approximately 50,000 kilometers of your position. Don't worry, it's reversible. Vexthari felt his world crumble. The strong nuclear force wasn't some component you could adjust. It was a fundamental constant of the universe itself. Yet somehow these humans had casually modified it like adjusting a radio frequency. "This is impossible," he whispered. "The interesting thing about humans," Chen said, his tone almost philosophical, "is that we've never really accepted the concept of impossible. When we encountered our first major extinction event 65 million years ago, most species would have simply died out. Instead, the survivors adapted. When we developed intelligence and faced countless challenges, we didn't accept limitations, we transcended them. On the tactical display, more ships were appearing from Earth's direction. Dozens, then hundreds, each one radiating the same impossible energy signatures. You, Sea Admiral," Chen continued, "when you delivered your ultimatum, humanity held an emergency session. We debated for exactly 7 minutes before reaching unanimous consensus. We decided that the galaxy didn't need another empire built on conquest and subjugation, so we're going to do something about it. You're talking about war with the entire hegemony," Vexathari protested. "No," Chen corrected gently. "We're talking about liberation. Every species you've conquered, every world you've enslaved, every civilization you've destroyed, we're going to undo all of it. Consider this your formal notice that the age of the hegemony is over." Vexathari looked around his bridge at crew, members who had served the hegemony faithfully, many from species conquered generations ago. In their eyes, he saw something he'd never seen before: hope. "We're going to offer every ship in your fleet the same choice we gave Earth," Chen announced. "Surrender and help us build something better, or maintain your current course and face the consequences. You have 10 minutes to decide." The channel closed, leaving Vexathari alone with his thoughts and a fleet of weapons that no longer functioned. Around him, his bridge crew waited in silence for orders that would never come. In the end, it took 8 minutes for the first hegemony ship to signal its surrender. The rest followed within hours. Humanity had been asked to surrender to the galaxy. Instead, the galaxy surrendered to humanity's vision of what it could become.